Okay. Go ahead.
Okie dokie. Hey everyone, today is Thursday, June 18th, 2026. This is the Leadership Committee meeting. Rich Reynoso, I'm the Vice Chair.
Jeanette Wilson, co-chair of Bylaws and Ethics.
Cynthia Rodriguez, Board Chair. Sandra Unger, Chair of Health and Social Services.
Wayne Williams, Community Development and Budget Priorities and Economic Development and Public Safety. That's a mouthful.
And Treasurer.
Go ahead online.
Alex Ellison, Chairman of the Education, Culture, and Youth Services Committee.
His wife is expected.
And Jeremy Warnicki, District Manager, Community Board 11. And did you say the time you started, Rich?
6:42 p.m. Thank you. Dear?
Oh, Dear Taylor, board member.
Okay, very good. Moving right along. Conduct statement, everyone read it at your own desire. I think we'll be fine for today, hopefully. Knock on wood. Review meeting minutes. I think we have our leadership meetings online, right, Jeremy?
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
good. So we can review that if anything. We can move right along to the full board agenda for this month.
I'll show that.
Rich, might I say something regarding minutes? Because I know
Yes.
that, the Committee on Open Government, section 106 talks about how unabridged recordings may count as minutes. However, I think I mentioned this at last month's meeting. The Committee on Open Government had a open meetings, refresher, I think it was a month or two ago, which I attended, and they reminded us that despite the fact that recordings can be deemed as minutes still need to be prepared. We have situations where people are asking for minutes from meetings. We can't pull them up because we're using the recordings, and so I think, we should all just try to continue good habits or.
I think let's also announce that at the full board so that moving forward, everyone has written minutes. I think that's good because I know I forget sometimes. Okay, thank you for that, Chair. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Okay, you can see the screen?
Yeah, but it's in night mode, which is fine.
Yeah, I mean, I can change that. If
That's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You can read.
So the first thing is the date location. So we're on Wednesday this month, next week. And Einstein College of Medicine's dining hall. I did speak to the recording company today because, we changed the date on them. They had to get back to me. So I don't know if we'll have a recording company for Wednesday. We hopefully will. But so that may change the Zoom information, but at least we will be in person. And then the usual public comment, community concerns, gallery. I don't know if anyone's registered yet. I do have to check that. And then the electeds. And then what do you want changed here?
Yeah, I need to make a clarification on Hush and their cannabis renewal.
Okay.
And clarifying motions on the agenda.
Okay.
And, come again?
I can take reckless driving
Yes.
off, state
Yes.
DOT. Strategic planning statement.
Yes, we need to, I actually got something from Joanne that I'm gonna look at. I didn't hear back from anyone on that, so I'm gonna try to collate what Joanne sent me because it's due June 30th, so.
Okay. And do you want to give a report on the Juneteenth event?
Yes, and I think there was one more thing. Oh, special thanks to all the locations that allowed us to have our meetings this year.
And then attendance, people who had stellar attendance.
Yes,
I don't know how you want to word that.
We can go back and look at what we did last year.
Oh, you gave an award.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I'm not sure if we mention it, but whatever. All right, so, but right now, I'll just let you know who currently is in the lead for stellar attendance. Yet again is Debbie Kowalik, Shred Hannon Purdom, and our very own Sandra Unger.
Yes. Nice.
This is for attending every meeting they physically could in person, minus the one remote meeting we had this year, fully remote.
Right.
So March minutes have been published. There's an error in regards to Veronica. I'll try to get that squared away in the meantime. Actually, April's not been published. It should be published. I think I asked Chris to publish it, but maybe he didn't. Burns Playground, we got a request. I just emailed that out to the board today. We'll publish it on the website with the agenda for my report. Unless there's anything else, Secretary's report, anyone else? Or Dwayne, do you want to have a section for treasurer?
I'm gonna need to work with you on that to make sure I do have something prepared.
So I'll just create something. Okay. And then committee reports, leadership, nominee and elections. We have election for chair, vice chair, secretary, bylaws and ethics. We have, this is voted on committee, these 3 proposals. The shortening of the park's name, clarifying, this is a non-issue, number 2. Clarifying language, and then editing and moving. So this is, Rich, I don't know if you remember, you had a request about attendance. And so that was, I think they made a motion in that regard. And so that's it. The thing about running for positions, that's been put on hold, and then clarifying leadership committee language has also been put on hold.
Jeremy, may I make a suggestion or ask a question, whatever way you want to look at it? Maybe you should put down what Article 6, Section 13A states, or
That's what this hyperlink is for the details.
what is that hyper? I didn't.
Right
I
here,
can't-
see where it says
Oh, yeah,
proposals.
I don't see it in blue there.
It's on top there. The first page. So
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Right here.
Okay, I didn't. All right.
And it's already been linked. Chris published it earlier. So let's just go into it real quick so we can avoid questions at the full board ideally.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, now, is this coming up yet? Or do I
No.
gotta
I think you have to stop sharing.
stuck on Word probably? Hold on.
We've seen that baby grow, Alex.
Yeah.
Yes. Is she gonna have a sister or a brother?
Surprise.
Right, so,
She's got a brother coming.
Yay!
so-
So adorable. She's so chill.
She's a board member. No.
all right, so should these be approved? The date changes, right? That's the first track change. Let me scroll down to the attendance issue. So the idea is to remove this whole section and put it further down in the, so hold on, I'm going too fast maybe for everybody. So this is about missing 3 non-consecutive, having there's 3 non-consecutive absences from full board or committee. This is being crossed out here and moved and changed. We'll come to the change. That's page 2. Okay, then we got the name of the Parks Committee being changed here under the list of committees. And then if you want me to, if you don't want me to go through and just rely on people to read it, you can, it's up to you. But here's what the committee proposed in terms of the attendance language. People are not gonna be marked absent excused or absent unexcused. And more than 3 unexcused absences or 3 total absences from full board meetings. Could initiate removal proceedings. And then remote attendance, you're limited to 2 meetings per year. Remote attendance beyond this are deemed unexcused.
Cool.
And then it reverts back to A.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
So that's the,
Put it there.
It's, yeah, I think it's.
It doesn't stand out like,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I voiced my opinion on the committee one. Seems a little stringent versus, but that's my opinion.
You want to say what do you want to clarify though? Because I think there was a question during bylaws about that.
Well, I mean, I thought like versus removing from the board, you could move them to the committee first, is what I proposed or suggested. I mean, but you know, I guess you guys can debate that at the full board, right? Because it was approved in committee, as far as I know, right, Jeanette?
They're going to be removed from the full board if they miss a number of committee meetings?
So unless you guys changed the language at all, which I was under the impression that, did the language change at all? I don't think it did. Because Ryan did respond today.
It was initiation.
What's that?
Initiation, I thought was the language.
Initiation.
Yeah. Initiation of removal proceedings.
You see where it's
Yeah,
at
I mean,
on both sides?
Maybe it's ambiguous enough to be whatever, you know? But the removal proceedings are generally from the board as a whole. That's how I read the bylaws.
It's clear.
Yeah, I mean, it's clear enough. It's a start.
It is a start. Okay, let's leave it there because we don't have time for another bylaws.
No.
Yeah, so there's just this little language.
No excuse.
No, I think the question just was a committee versus full board, but I think that's good enough. Yeah.
Yep, okay, so I'm gonna close this.
Okay.
Let's go back to the agenda. You can see that, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so those are the proposals.
Dwayne,
Jeremy, while we were on the bylaws change, did we get a chance to discuss the committee name change for Debbie's committee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up there. It's like 3 words. Parks, Recreation,
Park Sanitation and Environment Committee.
Environment.
Right.
Okay, PSC. PSCC.
You
All right,
could-
what about last night? How did you guys vote last night?
Oh, in regards to economic development?
Yeah, Golden Corral and Shaking Crab.
Yeah, we did offer a letter of no objection for Golden Corral to the SLA, but we also offered a letter of objection in regards to Shaken Crab. And that's primarily due to the input from the 49th precinct as it pertains to reported violence at the location.
So that you had a quorum?
Yes, we did.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'll put these in there. I'll play with the wording. So objection or no objection for Golden Corral and objection for Shaking Crab.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So I don't want to waste your time with edits. Transportation is meeting on Monday. These are their current agenda items. Metro North update, 2 open street permit applications, and then street activity permit applications. So unless there's questions, we'll move to community development. I don't know if there's anything that needs to go on your agenda or report, Dwayne, for that.
I'll just speak to the point that we went over our most recent needs assessment.
Okay. Okay. All right, and then education, Alex. I think you had Woodlawn as your guest, or was that last month? I don't know. Do you want anything on your report? The checks, we received the checks for the kids. Did I tell you also that they increased the amount?
Yeah.
Okay.
much?
But we didn't meet this month. So I mean, I don't know, I could say something about us getting the checks, but that's all there really is to say.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's noteworthy that they increased the amount to $1,000.
Oh,
Per,
nice.
per person?
Yeah.
Wow. Per person.
Well, it was 750. When I first became district manager, it was 500. Then it's 750. Now it's 1,000.
Amazing.
So
Cost of
I'll
living.
put-
50%, baby.
The Yankees.
I'll put that Yankee Youth Leadership Award. And Mr. Peter Tang did come by and pick up his check earlier today. All right. All right. Health didn't meet, right? Health, housing, parks. Anything? No, I guess not.
We meet today. I don't think we have any motions, though.
Is anyone talking about 2440 BS went on?
That's on the agenda.
Yeah, it's on the agenda today.
They're doing work and they have no permits, I heard.
And that's what we heard today.
Yeah, we're looking into it. All right. So old business, new business. So September.
Wait, for the Carpenters Union, should we wait to talk about that? Because where did that, what did that?
There is
Oh, yeah,
a,
no.
yeah, there's been a development.
Oh, okay.
A development?
Yeah. We can talk about it, I mean, if you want to talk about it.
No, I was just curious. I thought it was
Housing or,
yeah, we could wait.
No, I think we should talk about now because I think that's where.
so as you all might remember, we had the carpenters show up at our last board meeting requesting a letter of support, requesting that Montefiore use union labor for their, the big project that they're working on. Since then, I have received calls from, we had the carpenters who came. I've received calls from the plumbers, sheet metal workers,
Oh, no.
electricians, and steam fitters. And so, obviously, we were in support of the carpenters' request for support. And I think that maybe it's a conversation for us to have as opposed to focusing specifically on one particular trade, that if we're going to support a trade, we support all the trades. And if we're gonna write a letter of support, that it be, requesting that Montefiore use all union labor particularly for the building trades and that part
An infrastructure act.
of the project. We have a lot of, residents here in this community who are laborers, who are union workers, contribute to our economy and contribute to our, communities. And so, I think, it's something we should
Yeah,
talk about.
it's just really adding more names to the letter. Basically,
Or a blanket letter.
yeah, or blanket letter.
Yeah.
I think it's very important because the tradespeople across the board, not just because of the training they've had to experience, but because of the supervision and monitoring and codes that they have to adhere to, it matters in terms of the integrity of the work that's actually done. And that's not to say that, someone who's non-union can have those skills, but you then take a chance.
Yeah. It's a more rigorous.
I think support across the board. I have experienced at my co-op, what happens when contractors and even property managers cut corners and don't bring in the correct tradespeople.
So Jeremy, as far as, because I know we started the conversation, but then we were, we tabled it so that we can discuss further. We were gonna wait for a template, which that's minutia. But in terms of like the motion to, what are your suggestions as to procedurally, what's the best way to approach that?
I think we should get the template first. It's easier, like we did with the bank. It's easier to know what we're voting on. And so that way there's nobody can complain late. Remember like what did we vote on and then Bernadette changed it and it became a big deal because she did it the way she wanted to do it.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah, that
remember,
was a pain in the
I
ass.
remember that, yeah.
So do
And
can we have a letter done by next week? And then we could vote at the full board?
I don't know. I mean, they were gonna get us the template. I don't know, Cindy, did you?
And that's when it was just carpenters. Now we're talking about one,
True, because that,
2, 3, 4, 5 different unions and,
Can we
you know.
simply phrase it as
Yeah.
union labor?
Yeah, just use a template and.
yeah, a template developed by us.
Yeah, I think it's
Because if
doable.
you ask them for their opinion, it'll take forever.
Well, not necessarily. It depends on how, the bank got us a letter pretty quickly.
Yeah, but that's a bank with like 2 staff people as opposed to, unions with like multiple, they have their like public, I don't want to say public relations people, but they have their like political action people or whatever you want to call it. Yes,
Yes,
yes, okay.
What was that?
Shirley Alcoba. could
Okay.
probably
On
give
council.
us a
Okay,
template
true.
and
Yeah,
a specific background.
Yeah.
She would probably be able to give insight.
That's a
on the
great point.
template.
That's a good point. So we're gonna try for next week, Jeremy.
So,
Work on drafting something.
Yeah. Because we need to do it next week, because if not, we're off on break.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's why. That's why.
yeah.
is there someone at the,
Rabbi,
Oh, was it? He's there. Maybe he left him.
Rabbi's coming back.
Okay.
Street.
He's in.
So you want to vote, you want to make a motion?
Well, that's my question is,
Yeah.
I happily make a motion and then we can,
Or we can just put it on the agenda, request. Letter of support request for unionized labor.
At the Monte.
At the Montefiore.
Yeah.
Building site, I guess.
We have a better chance of having the motion passed if we have a letter. to
Yeah.
provide.
Yeah, for sure.
I can draft something when I get home.
So letter of support request for unionized labor.
All union, yeah.
Letter of support request for unionized labor for, I'll look it up I'll look up the thing, the language.
Okay.
Whatever the Montefiore number is.
Okay.
Actually, I got it here. So I'll just say Montefiore's. Whatever. All right. I'll play with the language. All right. It's just easier.
Sounds good.
Let me just share my screen real quick so you can see it. Like I said, this is good enough, right? Letter of support request
Yep.
under leadership. So just to recap, so the order march for committee reports, leadership first, nominating elections, unless you want me to alphabetize or put bylaws first. I don't care. It's up to you guys. It's probably better to have the elections more up front. So, people who have problems with voting, even though it wasn't too bad last time. Nominating elections, bylaws, economic development. So motion of no objection for renewal and then motion of objection for that renewal. So 2 different. Then Rabbi, here's your agenda for Monday. Metro North update, open street applications. We just got one in today for Rhinelander. And we have a pre-existing one for Barker, which is reopening the the public comment period, and then street activity permit applications.
Did you ever hear anything back from DOT Cruz Lady?
About what?
All the questions we had. You're supposed to answer all the questions.
I don't know. I'll ask Chris to follow up Tuesday.
Yeah, she promised by the
Or
next
Monday. Remember, we're off tomorrow.
transportation meeting, she said it. Now, Monday is 7 o'clock, right?
Yep.
Okay, I can't do any 6:30s. Impossible.
Hey, Jeremy, just before you move forward, I wanted to make sure that for Shaken Crab, we're clear on whether it's a renewal or a new license request.
Okay.
It
So
says
that-
for the following renewal.
And I just want to double check because we had someone in gallery that thought it was a new license. I just want to make sure we report it accurately.
So let me stop sharing. Hold on. I'm gonna go to the website. I'm gonna go to the agenda because we published the notice. And the notice would tell you.
Stuff you think of it.
What Lieutenant Hannon said was that it was a change in their license to allow third party.
Yeah, so yeah,
I
if it's
see.
changing corporation or however I'm pulling up now. Hold on. Probably changing corporate title. So it's a new application and temporary perm. So yeah, so you're right, Dwayne. So I'll change that. Change it. So new application and temporary retail permit. All right. Good call.
I agree with Chris. Thank you.
All right. So then the rest of the committees, CEHHP. So community development, education, health, housing, parks. For the agenda.
That's it.
Okay.
Let's just sign.
So I made the change and I'm gonna close we don't know in September yet where we're gonna meet. I do want to know if we're gonna go back to Eastchester Gardens. If so, I recommend a colder time of year. But if we do, I'd like to book that sooner rather than later. But I guess I can bring that up under my report.
And good experience. I would try Center Light, and they have 2 locations, and parking is much easier. The acoustics were are better. There were a lot of things with Eastchester Gardens that did not make it suitable for a lot of people.
Okay.
We're gonna have to choose location now, right?
But we want to get set for at least September.
Yeah, I'll put it on my report, and then if the feedback is fairly similar to Sandy's, then I'll just drop. We'll just continue with Centerlight, Einstein, and that's really it right now, right?
If you have suggestions, you could also say.
And how about, Bastards? So, Bronxdale.
What about the one,
All right, so I'm gonna rename it full board meeting location.
Yeah, that's fine.
Full list, Jeremy. Full list.
it's one of the nursing homes.
So Jeremy, when is Lubin, weren't they gonna start charging us?
Yeah, they're looking at charging us.
Main thing, oh God, no.
Do we know when and how much?
I don't know, but I think I did ask them if they're a registered vendor with the city of New York. And if they're not, then I guess we're gonna be going to Center Light more often, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, we really don't have money to pay for location every month. We just don't.
What about, not Center Light, oh, that nursing home, it's a double name.
Well,
King's
what about
River?
the allocated location for September?
Say it again? Sorry.
How about the Allerton location for September?
If we could get it, sure. Yeah.
So I'll shoot for. Okay, we'll shoot for that. I'll reach out to Chris.
Okay.
And Bronx House don't want you anymore?
Yeah, she's
Mr. Jeremy, Bronx House don't want you anymore?
I feel like that was worse than Eastchester Gardens.
Yeah, we got a lot of complaints about the acoustics.
Just at least.
Yes.
Bad parking, right?
Well, that's another.
That was another one that was another complaint.
Also, ask people for suggestions, Jerry.
Yeah.
They go from there. I mean,
All right, anything else for the agenda, or is that it?
I think that's it for the
I have
agenda.
a question for you, Jeremy. I'm not quite sure if it makes the agenda, but I know at one point you were thinking about replacing the company that forwards the text and alerts to the community board members. I'm not quite sure if you're gonna still replace them with another company or.
Why replace it?
No, I think you're talking about voice calls versus text messages.
Okay.
Yeah, because we used to do voice calls.
Yes, I remember that.
Text messages seem to be the better route.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I see in the chat from one of our board members about public library.
Yes.
They aren't open late enough for us to meet there. I've inquired about that a long time ago.
Okay.
We have to be there. We can only be there when they're open.
And House of the Blind is no good, Jeremy?
Oh, the one off Pelham Parkway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they have
Yeah.
a space. We
Had a
still
lot of
require it.
space there. We were there. when
Years
Jeremy
ago.
got
I was never there. I would have never been there.
We
Call me.
No, plenty of space there.
we've been there for like public
Oh.
hearings, but
Yeah.
it's not necessarily suitable for a full board unless there's a different space you're thinking of. I can reach out to them though.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, more options works.
That's more the better. Columbus High School, call Columbus High School.
Yeah, we used to be able to meet at educational facilities, but I believe that there's a problem with that currently.
Well, St. County.
What's that?
No, okay, if you can't
We
go
do it on
to
the-
facilities, you can't go to Columbus High School.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the issue, I know that like BPECA meets at one of the local schools.
Yes. Up the block.
Even 97 has, and they've expanded the school and there's a whole building and parking is not that bad.
And if it's I think we should, try to.
They all have
Yeah.
parking lots.
Doesn't hurt to try.
Yeah. And if anything, we can get some help for you, Jeremy. We can call on your
Yeah,
behalf as well.
The Brooks Park East Community Association, that's a good example.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then,
they're
but then
strict.
again,
She's-
you just-
Yeah.
They're super strict.
if you look at the comments, they have to be out by 8 PM.
Yeah, no, they are. They're super strict about it.
So then, unless we're meeting earlier, I don't think we're
Mhm.
gonna be able to do that then. At least that location. All right, Right.
TBD.
Cool.
you want me to pull up the calendar?
Yep.
Okay. So we're moving into July. June's basically over for us, minus the transportation and full board meetings next week. So we're gonna be closed on Independence Day, well, the 3rd, when Independence Day is the 4th. Let me put Independence Day there. And there's nothing else before July that I know of besides one Jewish holiday.
No Jewish holiday.
Well,
What do you got there? I can't
Just,
see them.
Tisha B'Av.
Yeah, that's minor, and you're right, you really can't do anything, it's a minor.
Oh, we're not meeting in July anyway.
So, fine.
No, but it's there because it's on the alternate side calendar.
Okay, I'll
so-
see if I can move 3 more holidays.
So unless there's anything for July, if anyone wants to meet, does anybody want to meet?
I don't think so.
No,
Unless there's an emergency.
So August is National Night Out Against Crime. I will confirm the location, or we will confirm the location. And then the Feast of Assumption is the holiday for August, and that's it. And then let's move to,
Jeremy, I think the budget priorities may need a meeting in August sometime. in order
okay,
to
so you
get-
want to, you want to converse with your committee and then get back to me?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I'll move to September if that's okay.
Go for it.
So obviously Labor Day is a problem. So I'm gonna move you to the 14th, Rabbi, if that's all right.
what's that, a Monday?
Yes.
Right, 7 PM, not 6:30.
Yeah, I mean, Rosh Hashanah should be over by then, right?
Rosh Hashanah is
The
over
13th.
that Sunday.
Yeah,
So
so we should be good. All right, so then going to that first week, education on the Thursday, the 3rd. Alex? Okay,
Alex gave you a thumbs up.
okay, and then health on the 8th,
Yes, then I'll try to arrange that.
Parks on the 9th, DSC on the 10th. I don't know what this is. Let me delete that. Transportation on the 14th, economic development on the 16th, leadership and housing, 6:30, 7:30.
Leadership is on the 17th.
Yes,
6:30, mister. I can't do 6:30. And services are like 10 to 7. You make move the housing in front of me. That's what
We did that before, it didn't work,
Didn't work, why?
because housing took too long.
Housing takes with.
Let me get back to you on the state then.
do you want
Make
to
it-
maybe see 7 and 8?
For now, I'll probably move
We'll
housing.
make it 7 and 7:45. So they'll be happy.
All right,
I'll figure.
bylaws is on Yom Kippur. That's a problem, obviously. Will it be done by that time, you think?
You're asking Rabbi, right?
What am I asking?
Probably starts on the 20th, doesn't it?
Yeah, the night before, Sunday night going into Monday. No, you can't do it.
The 21st
You
should be fine.
can't do anything on the 21st.
No, because then you have like the fast on
Yeah,
that.
no, can't do the 21st.
All right, so
We're
I'll
back-
talk to Ryan about moving his
The
meeting.
22nd, and 27th.
Or the 15th.
It's.
Well, actually, Jeanette, since you're here, you want to talk to Ryan and get back to us?
Sure.
Or your committee, whatever.
The 2-2.
All right, and then community development, 23rd, and then public hearing, full board, 24th.
Yes.
So we got
You know,
other,
24th is Thursday?
Yes, the last third.
the last
Yeah,
Thursday.
the last Thursday.
No, that because Sukkos is wrong. I think, wait, no, I'll tell you
Slow
what.
down, Jeremy.
I think your Sukkot starts tonight at 24.
The Thursday?
I think so. And it's this day.
I'll look,
and
I'll
that-
look, I just had the alternate side calendar up, so.
Maybe you're right. I don't know. No, you're right. You're right because Sukkot follows Rosh Hashanah. You're absolutely right. 24 is good.
Now, Dwayne, community development and budget priorities. I know, there may not be anything particular in September, but I would suggest moving that, trying to stay away from doing it the night before the full board.
I agree.
Because then what happens is if there's something that comes up in the committee and we need to publish the agenda 24 hours in advance for the full board, then it's not gonna go on the agenda and then we're gonna encounter problems with transparency or whatever.
Makes sense. So maybe we can move it up.
To the
We need a new date because this is
The
this
22nd.
happens. This is a placeholder.
22nd.
Yeah.
So every month it's it's the day before. Right. So if you maybe pick a new date,
Yeah.
move it
So
forward.
the 22nd is open. What about that? Or Jeremy, move the calendar down
Yeah,
so
hold
we
on.
can do it before
You mean up, you mean?
the 15th or the
Sounds
22nd.
good. At least tentatively, and I could check with Stacy and give you an update.
Yeah, the 15th or the 22nd, right?
Did you hear us, Jeremy?
No,
So then-
Oh,
So
to
we're gonna have to
tentatively
coordinate
move it to the
second
15th
steps
and then
and then
Dwayne will discuss it with Stacy.
community development?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
And we're
mean,
gonna try and then moving forward.
is there a tentative date you think, Jeanette, that might work for you at least? And then the 22nd maybe? I don't know.
I don't want to speak for the team. I'm going to get back to you, okay?
All right. I did, all right.
But don't forget,
I think that Dwayne should pick, because if he's going to pick a permanent another day, then once he makes that decision, we can see what's left available and just pick something for that month. That makes the most sense to me.
Yeah, that's what, he said he was gonna talk to Stacy.
Yeah. Because his is going to be permanent, ours is just for that month. So we need to be more flexible then. let his team choose the date first, and then let bylaws and ethics know what dates are available.
And bylaws and ethics, do they meet every month?
Not necessarily.
Right.
So I think we have options.
Flexibility. You know what I mean?
No, he stepped away.
Yes,
Got it.
So I did text Ryan because it's easier to just do the calendar once and all for now. And he said move it to another Monday, and I tell them the 20th is the only other day currently. Is that a problem, Rabbi? Sukkot should be not a problem, right, Sukkot?
Right now,
He's looking at Sukkot.
No,
there's
not if we do
intermediate.
the
It's
20th.
on a weekend.
Go on. You said the 24th or 28th?
So this goes for 10 days. So this is intermediate days, but we could do it. When I'm not out of this country. If I'm out of the country, I'll come in one day.
All right, so the 20th is fine, right? Because it should end on that Sunday.
Yeah, if I had a choice, I would want to.
Intermittent, whatever. The important days are the first 2 days, right?
And the back 2 days are important too, but that's fine.
So
That's fine, that's fine. The way you did it now, it's fine. Are you wearing that shirt for the Knicks? Obviously, you got it for half price, and you're missing blue.
I think.
Hey, man, why-
It's a bit high. I think I have to.
I mean, that'd be orange watch, but like,
The watch came with your tiny. I think it's my favorite color. Did you ever stand up, by the way?
I waited 53 years to see this, because I was there at 72 and I.
Oh, wow.
That's great. Yeah, I did. Right to the office?
Oh, man, I eventually go.
We really hate each other.
You walking in my.
Here's a tell him, Sandy.
Yeah.
He said it was crazy.
Yeah.
What was the calendar program?
Maybe a different band.
Jeremy, yeah.
What's in there for 20?
Really good?
So we go to the calendar.
You were able to get to
Oh, so,
It's a lot of challenges.
a lot of challenges.
if people didn't show up today, I'll walk the lamps.
Yeah, we were missing a few folks on staff.
Well,
So my son said he
Yeah.
noticed.
Sorry to bother, but are we done with the calendar?
I'm done if you guys are done.
So,
Think we're good? All right.
I'll just see.
all right.
Cool. All right. Moving on to the gallery session. Folks inside have anything? Or go online? Okay. All right, going online. Kate, you're first.
Thank you. I wanted to thank the community board for all you guys do. I mean, throughout the year, but the September through June, you do a lot. And I want to thank you. I also want to thank you for supporting the community in the Shaking Crab. Everyone is all for businesses, and that they should be successful. But, when you have a business like that, it may be better that it chooses a different location. And then the other thing I wanted to say is years and years ago, when I used to come to meetings in person, I remember going to Kings Harbor. I remember going to Calvary, and I don't drive, but I would pull in by taxi. And I know both places had parking lots. Kings Harbor doesn't have as much parking, but I think Calvary has like a larger parking space.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you would consider either of those locations, they might be a bit suitable, for the meetings too. I know that they used to welcome us years ago. And that's about it. I just, want to wish you guys a great summer.
Thank you, Craig.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Anybody else online?
Oh.
Raise your hand. Go ahead, Diana.
Yes, hi, everybody. My usual question about the Parks Committee meeting date, if it could be moved from the second Wednesday, which is the Morris Park Community Association meeting and the Bronx Park East Community Association meeting. And the reason, a major reason it's difficult for us to move our meetings is that the elected officials, staffers who attend have a whole calendar of meetings throughout the month that they have to attend. And if we switch our date, they often can't come because they have another meeting on that date. So if we could please consider a different meeting for the Parks Committee, a different date.
I think you asked last month, but we don't have a chair, the chair here for parks.
No.
That's the problem. No, I know. But can you, I think I told you the same thing last month. Could you do the same ask at the full board meeting? Because Debbie will be there.
And
Okay.
we Janice.
And Janice, because they have to bless it. It's their committee.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, yeah, okay. Thank you.
And then
Go ahead.
the strategic planning document. I know the last full board meeting, there was supposed to be a link in the minutes to it, in the agenda to it, but the link wasn't active.
Yeah, I'll work on that.
So if there could be a link to it in some agenda.
So the old one
very interesting.
or?
I think it was on the agenda for the last full board meeting.
It's due 6:30 though, by the way.
Because that's the thing is that this is for the BP's strategic planning document. So we like I think the 2025 one is currently linked like on our Facebook page. It's pinned at the top of our Facebook page and they're working on the new one.
Yeah,
And we need the feedback from, from the community board members.
yeah, I think that we were
Okay.
gonna post the letter from the VP's office. So
Oh.
I'll work on that.
Right, there was something in the last full board meeting agenda.
Got it.
It was supposed to be a link, a live link
Yeah, I'm working on it
to
now.
a document, but it
Okay.
wasn't, and it had something to do with strategic planning.
Yes.
All right, thanks for the reminder.
Thanks.
Okay. All right, anybody else? Going once? I can't see.
My hand is up, Rich.
I just saw it now, sir. Go ahead, Mr. Press.
Thank you. Now, tonight you're telling Montefiore, or at the full board meeting, you're going to tell them to use union labor, but said nothing to BRC or the Fine Fair location. Number two, I have sent 2 foils now to the district manager requesting the statements from the office of candidates, CCing the borough president's office, and my first foil went out Monday of this week. Number 3, who is submitting amendments to the bylaws? I think this board should be announcing that this amendment has been sent in by so-and-so. All right, it'd be nice if people knew who it was. And the amendment, which is the Rich Reynoso rule that a board member can only run for one office or position. Why are officers allowed to block members from gaining experience as a chair or a co-chair? There currently now are 3 officers who are either a co-chair or a chair. You have term limits and people are going to need to get experience. And that's one way to get experience to become an officer is being a co-chair or a chair. Now, Article 4, Section 5, term of office, board officers are eligible for appointment as a chair or a co-chair of a standing committee or ad hoc committee in accordance with Article 5, Section 9. Although such practice is discouraged, why not make it part of the bylaws, like you've made this one that you can only run for one officer's position? I'm sure that this way your board, your new members may not go on as co-chairs or co-chairs, but they'll gain experience in a year or 2, possibly become that. That's all I have to say. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, Mr. Press. All right, Roxanne, last but not least.
The best for last. She's FG.
Yes. Roxanne, when you're ready. I think you're trying to move. No, I can't hear you.
She should be the one. Yeah.
Roxanne, you should unmute yourself.
Roxanne,
Maybe she stepped away.
maybe.
Hmm.
10 seconds. All right. Roxanne?
I sent her a request.
Yeah.
You can't undo it for her.
Okay. Okay. I don't want to end the meeting.
Rich, one thing, in the district
go for
manager addressed the foils that I sent to him.
I don't know.
Yes, we received it. We have till Monday to respond.
Okay, there we go.
And tomorrow is a holiday.
Mhm.
I'm just reminding everyone.
Thank you, Sandy. Roxanne, going once,
So actually, we have till Tuesday to respond. I'm sorry.
going twice. Okay, so, Roxanne, disjoint housing, if anything. Old business? I don't have any. Any new business, anybody?
No, my thing,
What?
it's not really new business, but it's a request. That if I have someone doing a demonstration with Narcan, I would really like to have either members of the community or the community board present in the office. They would like to do it in front of a live audience, so to speak. So I would aim for maybe October. I'll get something else for September, but I'm giving you enough time to think about it.
To get participation, you mean?
Yes, to get live participation.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, okay. Okay, anything else, anybody?
Yes,
Go for it, Rabbi.
something I've been after for years, and before they throw up all the senior citizens from the board, I would like to accomplish something, accomplish a few things. These politician ladies and men that come and say, that talk and talk and talk, and this poor chairwoman has to announce this one, from this office, from that office. When can we stop? Just put your flyers on the thing, goodbye, good luck, and Mrs. Chamlin says, I have all these here, anybody has a question from any of them. Save 30 minutes. My time last time was close to 30. They're all just publicizing what's on a piece of paper. When can we get rid of it? For once and for all. There's nothing in bylaws or schmy laws, anything that says that we have to do it. Does anybody at this table see an advantage of somebody just walking up and saying, my name is Henrietta and I represent him and I'm giving out Halloween candy, and you can read all about it.
Or they could walk around to each of us at the table and hand us their flyers.
I mean, what do you think?
I'm
It's a-
just saying.
What is Mr. the Senior and Mr. Assistant to the Senior, what is the purpose? Stupid. I hate to say it, it's just stupid.
What do you?
I don't know if there's a charter requirement. Jeremy, do you know anything about that?
No, they once said there was no charter requirement.
No.
I think once upon a time they said it was a courtesy. That's all.
I'm what's the question? I'm not sure.
Is there a rule that electeds have to kind of be announced during our full board meetings?
I don't think so.
No.
So can we find out?
I mean, I can tell you, Community Board 8 used to heavily restrict who's allowed. They used to restrict the electeds to be with the gallery. And if they didn't sign up, it's
They can do it, we can restrict them from giving out their papers.
Well, my only opinion
Wow.
is that if they're there to make the announcement, at least you know they have representation within the meeting, right?
Okay, so then, they don't have to come, let them be on the TV up there and I'll see their face up there.
Well, the issue there is that folks
They're
want
going to be happy,
to be happy, but that's the problem. Some folks want to talk to them in person,
so they'll put them on the TV.
but then they waste our time. Then they waste our time.
No, it'll be the same thing as today. Don't you always say at the end, does anybody have a question from this one, this one, this one? So now on the TV, she'll say, does anybody have a question from this one?
We can discuss it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm conflicted because I see, for me, not only is it an opportunity for them to talk about whatever events, which I agree, they can just put the flyers down and say, look, we have flyers for this. I think having them there is about kind of establishing rapport and building and maintaining a relationship with their electeds.
Hello,
So-
hello.
Yeah. 1 second,
Hello?
Roxanne, but
But
we can, 1 second, we can hear you though. Go ahead.
It's definitely a discussion for us to have.
Yeah.
And I think it's worth exploring how how other boards do it, how they handle it. I'm
Jeremy,
open
let's
to
say
that.
eight, something.
Well, let's have a certain, let's figure out what
Yeah.
we all do.
Yes, minutes, somebody could tell me an advantage besides
Hello?
looking at. the
Hello?
pieces.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
1 second, 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Yes.
Give me 1 second. Okay.
Thank you for-
Yeah.
Thank you. Roxanne, you got 2 minutes.
I'm live streaming this meeting and I put a message that I can't unmute and the person blocked my chat. It's on recordings. I've been videotaping this meeting. And this person would refuse to unmute me.
No.
When I tried to
no.
put it on the chat, I have the
You're not-
screenshot and I have the video.
You're not blocked. I read it.
I
I
have the
think
video of
something's-
it. When I put the
Okay.
chat, I cannot
You're on
unmute
the
myself.
Let's
The
hear you.
person blocked me. I'm
Maybe tech
speaking.
issues on your end, but you're good to go. Go ahead, you have 2 minutes.
I said when I tried to put the chat that I'm not able to unmute myself, the person blocked my chat. It's on recording. I recorded it. Second,
Okay,
I've been
okay.
asking for the March and April and May full board minutes for weeks now. And still I've been given the runaround by both members of your staff, the district manager and the staff, Harriet Lasky. Apologies if I mispronounced her names. They keep telling me they have it, been looking for it. It's like, and the chair, Cynthia Rodriguez, has been CC on those emails, repeatedly asking for these minutes. And lastly, but I had something to do, but I'm so annoyed that the person didn't allow me to unmute and then block my chat and saying I can't unmute myself. It's just so, this is not how you should behave, this board. It's unbelievable. I just cannot believe this.
Said you were not blocked in the chat. I'm looking at it
I
right
have
now.
the recording. I could send it to you. I have the recording. I will send it tomorrow. You'll be CC on it.
We're gonna
There
have
was
it.
a lot. Oh, now I
Yeah.
know the motion. The motion. Was there anything
Yes.
attached? What was exactly letter that was sent or will be sent?
What motion?
Because I don't
Which
see
one?
that on the agenda.
Which motion?
The Montefiore one.
There is no motion. For the carpenters union, we changed it. We're gonna have
Yeah.
a different, and we're doing something else.
Oh, you didn't vote on it?
No. Nope.
Okay, I don't know why someone misinformed me, but
No.
okay, you have a video of me being blocked from chatting, for me being not allowed to unmute myself. It's on recording, so this has to be investigated at who did that. I know who did it, but this has to be investigated. Thank you so much. You have a great evening. Thank you so much.
Good summer. Okay, thank you, Roxanne. Right. Okay. Anybody else online? Okay. All right, motion to adjourn?
I second.
Anyone opposed? Any abstentions? So moved. Bye, guys. Have a good summer.
Thank you for supporting.
Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.